In a shocking escalation of federal power, President Donald Trump's administration has reportedly decided to federalize 300 members of the Illinois National Guard. Illinois Governor JB Pritzker confirmed this development on Saturday, expressing outrage over what he described as an un-American overreach. According to Pritzker, the Pentagon informed state officials earlier in the day that federal authorities were moving ahead with the order, potentially deploying the troops at any time, though the exact location and timing remain undisclosed. Governor Pritzker condemned the move, stating that the Trump administration's Department of War issued an ultimatum: either Illinois activates its troops or Washington will do it directly. He called the decision a direct violation of state authority, arguing that forcing a governor to send military forces within state borders is absolutely outrageous. His office has since declined to provide further details, and both the White House and the Pentagon have remained silent on the matter. This latest maneuver in Illinois mirrors earlier federal interventions across the country. The Trump administration previously deployed National Guard units to Los Angeles during civil unrest and to Washington, D.C. in a broader federal law enforcement push. Tennessee National Guard troops were also assigned to assist Memphis police. In California, Governor Gavin Newsom challenged Trump's authority in court, securing a temporary block against similar deployments, though that ruling remains under appeal before the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. Pritzker, meanwhile, described the Illinois deployment as a manufactured performance, claiming that it distracts from real safety issues while tearing National Guard members away from their families and civilian jobs. For Donald Trump, this has never been about safety, Pritzker said. This is about control. He also noted that state and local law enforcement agencies were already coordinating security operations at the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility near Chicago, where protests have continued in recent weeks. Federal officials confirmed that 13 protesters were arrested outside that site on Friday. Elsewhere, Trump announced plans to send federal troops to Portland, Oregon, citing violence and unrest. But state officials argue that many of the images used to justify the move are recycled from 2020 demonstrations after the killing of George Floyd. Oregon's governor and city leaders have filed lawsuits challenging the legality of this deployment, with a federal judge expected to rule on the issue soon. Reports also indicate that 200 National Guard troops in Oregon have already been federalized and are training along the coast in anticipation of a possible deployment into Portland. As tensions rise across multiple states, critics warn that these moves reflect an alarming shift towards centralized federal control over local law enforcement. Supporters, however, argue that such actions are necessary to maintain public order amid growing unrest. Whatever the outcome, this development marks another flashpoint in the ongoing battle over state versus federal authority, and it could have far-reaching political consequences in the months ahead. If you want to stay updated with unfolding political stories like this, make sure to subscribe to InsightPulse, where we break down major headlines with clear insight and depth. Hit the subscribe button now and turn on notifications so you never miss the truth behind the headlines.